Well, the Liberal Party has finally settled on an energy position, no net zero by 2050, in an energy policy that is largely taken from the Nationals. Joining us this morning here in the studio is the National Senate Leader Bridget McKenzie. So it's basically yours. You'd be happy with it then?
Well, Pete, I think it's really good news for Australians that the coalition parties are going to be focused on communities, on emission reduction and making sure energy's affordable across our economy, because we know, whether you're talking to people in Penrith or whether you're talking to people in Bendigo, in my home state, cost of living is driving them batty around the kitchen table, and energy is a fundamental part of driving costs up right across the economy. So we've got a plan to bring down energy prices whilst also doing the responsible thing on emissions.
So when you meet on Sunday with the Libs, you get together, do you support, does this go through? I mean, why wouldn't it, I would have thought?
Well, I've only seen preliminary announcements from the Liberal Party over the last sort of time, but it does look very similar to what we agreed to. Getting out of net zero by 2050 and having a fairer plan, a cheaper plan and a better plan for getting emissions down, but also, importantly, prices.
OK. Does this lock in Susan Lee's position for now? Does this talk go away for the time being?
Oh, I don't... You know, that's a matter for the Liberal party room, but I think Susan's done the right thing getting her team together. It's got as you appreciate, a wide range of views within it, and they've, had an hours long meeting to kind of work through a really challenging topic for them. So that's the right thing to do in a political party of government. It's okay if you're a Teal or a Green or Pauline Hanson One Nation, you can shoot from the hip and say what you think or what your community believes or what your ideology makes you. But if you're a party of government, Nationals, Liberals, Labor, you need to come to a settled position with diverse views.
Right,
and that's what she's been able to achieve.
Well, on the face of it, though, you like it. You like what they've done? Well,
I'm interested in caring for the planet, but also making sure people don't get left behind. And currently, both globally and here at home, it's people that are paying the price for Labor's aggressive climate change targets. And they're not going to meet 2030. They're not going to meet 2035. And they are so far off the game on 2050, it's not funny. And it's time to face up to the reality of that. So what are we going to do about it?
So what do you say? And I just spoke to Susan Lee about this as well. You mentioned the Teals. They'd taken, as we know, a lot of those traditional blue ribbon Liberal seats because of climate conscious voters. So how do you sell this to them now? Because it's going the other way.
Well, I think it's about an honest conversation, Pete. You look at the economic statistics. We've got real income per household going backwards. People are feeling poorer, even in those seats, because they actually are poorer. Per capita GDP is going backwards. We've got productivity going nowhere. We've got government spending going the wrong direction, and the Reserve Bank governor sort of saying we've got really challenging economic times coming ahead. That's why cost of living is top of the pops in the polls, because it is a front of mind concern. Now, that's in those seats as well. And I think as we go further and further down this track and Labor continues to kind of pretend nothing's happening, doesn't have the answer, that these seats will actually have to reconcile the reality of the promises that Labor's come with the reality that they're living. And that's why our plan will, I think, work. The challenge, though, is for all of us to ensure that Australians know how committed we are to emissions reduction and caring for our planet. And I think that's the onus is on all of us to make sure that's front and centre.
Just in 20 seconds, does Barnaby now stay in the Nationals?
Well, Barnaby hasn't left the Nationals, and I think, landing net zero and the coalition landing net zero gives him reasons to stay. We'd love him to stay with us. He's a great contributor.
You spoken to him?
I've spoken to him in recent weeks.
Since in the last few hours?
Not in the last few hours.
12 hours,
Jeez,
I mean.
Hi, BJ. I know you're a farmer, but it's 6
12 hours, so anything... anyway, I've got to go. Bridget McKenzie, thank you so much.